Hi there, and welcome to the second edition of the Town of Warren. You already paid for it, but don't know it. Today is July 20, 2017. So in this segment, I'm going to basically make this as short as I can. So I'm going to try and limit it to around 5 minutes or so. So this segment is basically going to focus on my full-time employment working in the Town of Warren. As you know, I was a registered voter there. I lived there. And the reason for me living there was because I worked there full-time, Monday through Friday, also working some weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So the commute from Uxbridge to Warren was basically ended up being too much, and that was the reason that prompted me to live there permanently. As far as the employment that I was doing, that was full-time through the end of the year. Was going to be continuous, and it has still been continuous. But anyhow, so this video is going to expose the basically the three primary suspects that are municipal employees of the Warren Police Department that were responsible for hundreds of counts of criminal harassment, stalking, and so forth. And basically, I'm going to cover that right here again with some pictures. So, just so you understand, so the location that I was working at the time in 2015, which I did start there in January of 2015 and ended about August of 2015. I was still employed with my employer, but at the time we were not, that building at right here, 70 Pulaski St, West Warren, was no longer being rented. So anyhow, so the top three bad Warren police officials that participated in criminal harassment, criminal stalking, and other criminal charges coming against the set of people, I guess you could say. So the three people, I'll start from highest to lowest, meaning that these pictures you see behind me are just not 3 or 4 pictures. There are actually hundreds of pictures. And then these pictures that I took while I was working there, I know who was driving the Warren police cruisers, obviously. And so I, previous to this video, sorted between the pictures and basically found the top 3 people that were harassing me with your tax money, with your town police cruisers. So the number 1 person is Sergeant Joseph R. LaFlower. The second is his son, Joseph A. LaFlower, no surprising there, and to the 2 of them. And the third was himself, Chief Bruce D. Spiewakowski. So basically, I'm just going to go over these pictures here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just point and explain to them, and then afterwards I'm going to zoom in and just, as I said, make this quick. So this first picture right here, this picture was taken on April 3, 2015 at 8:48 a.m. in the morning. You know, on this particular day, this is 70, as I said, 70 Pulaski St, and this is in the side parking lot, which is private property. So in this particular point, Chief Spiewakowski had, as I remember this day vividly, had driven by twice. For those of you that don't know, Pulaski St is a dead-end street, probably no more than 1.5 miles, mile and a quarter. So there's no reason for police cars to be driving on a daily basis by my work, going both directions, obviously going to the dead end, and then obviously turning around, you have to go back by the property again. And so I guess I might as well just say this now. This was occurring on a daily basis. This was not just Wednesdays, Thursdays, Mondays, Saturdays, or whatever. This was 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, in my approximately 8 to 12, 10 hours or 12-hour days. On a daily basis, a Warren police cruiser would drive back and forth several times a day. So we're talking hundreds, probably exceeding 500 plus separate counts of criminal harassment, criminal negligence, criminal stalking, and any other criminal charges that come down the line against those 3 people. So at this point in time, Chief Spiewakowski had basically stopped in front of my work, was taking pictures of me using his personal cell phone, or maybe it's the town-owned cell phone, I don't know. basically harassing me from the public street. And at this point in time, he decided that he would drive between the rows of tires that were stored in this private property in the parking lot next door to the building. And that's his cruiser right there. As I said, I'm going to zoom in and you'll be able to see. So that's him and his cruiser right there. And when he was done driving slowly, peeking out the window, taking pictures of what I'm doing with your tax money, this is then him leaving, driving away, going by the mill over here in this picture. So as I said, moving right along, this is now a few days later on April 9, 2015 at 4:10 p.m. Here's my red car there. Here is the Warren police cruiser driving towards the end of the dead-end street. And this particular time in the cruiser was the son, Joseph A. LaFlower. So obviously it's going down towards the dead end. Another picture of him driving down towards the dead end. Now the following day, this is on April 10, 2015 at 4:53 p.m. is now, on this day, Sergeant Joseph R. LaFlower driving by in the cruiser. And in this particular day, as you can see, there's my car. My car is not here, and there's a different van here. You can see the brake lights right here are on in the cruiser. So he pulled behind this little blue building right here and stopped and was standing there watching me as I was watching him. So I find that obviously suspicious that I can't even work in a peaceful environment, that I have to watch the police watching me, who are obviously stalking me and harassing me. And then this is the picture. This one is time-stamped at I think it was 4:57 p.m. of now the cruiser leaving, driving by the tires, going back out Pulaski Street. So this is one set of pictures for Chief Spiewakowski. This is one sample set of pictures for Joseph A. LaFlower, your dog officer. And then this is one set of pictures for Sergeant Joseph R. LaFlower. And as I said, there's hundreds of pictures, and I just wanted to pick one set of the top 3 suspects. There are pictures of police cruisers with other officers in them, but I wasn't going to worry about picking those pictures out to name additional police officers when I've seen them once or twice, versus I've seen these people probably, as I said, between these 3 people in excess of 500 plus times. And remember, this is your police officers watching me while I'm at work to videotape me, take pictures of me, swear at me, flip me the finger, whatever they feel like they want to do while they're on duty. And that doesn't make me responsible for them. It makes the chief of police, who's the one running the department, it makes the town Board of Selectmen responsible for the actions of the police officers and the chief of police. So now moving over to here, these are pictures from 2017. These are separate pictures from the harassment of Warren. This one here is a picture of Dario Nardi right here. There's Joseph A. LaFlower, your dog officer right there. There's Jim Gagner right there. And there's Ed Krakowitz right there. Shaking hands, talking to one another. So obviously, welcome to the LaFlower police corruption clique. Same picture a few seconds later, Jim Gagner talking to Ed Krakowitz. And then another picture, I apologize, it's a little blurry. Jim Gagner talking to Dario Nardi, and Joseph A. LaFlower talking to Ed Krakowitz again. So anyhow, so I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to just go over to the camera, and I'm just going to zoom in on the pictures, and I'll just basically allow you to see the specifics in the pictures, and we'll call it a day as far as this video goes. Alright, so let me do this, and I will start over to the left. And alright, so this way you can see, I don't know how well the picture you'll be able to see the pictures here, but anyhow. So alright, so let me zoom in. So I guess it's not going to quite. So you can see the cruiser as I was pointing out right there. And so yeah, so this is the cruiser right here. That's Chief Spiewakowski in the cruiser driving from right to left. Okay, so now we'll go quickly to the next picture here. So there is the picture of his cruiser leaving, and you can see it's basically exiting Pulaski Street. Next picture is right here. As I said, here's the date, 4/9, Joseph A. LaFlower. That's him right there in that cruiser driving that way. And as I said, this is another picture of the cruiser the same day. I'm moving right along. Right here we have, okay, so here we have 4/10/2015, Sergeant Joseph A. LaFlower. There's the Warren police cruiser right there. You can see the brake lights on exactly as I showed you. And the next picture below it, there's the same cruiser exiting Pulaski Street. And the last pictures here is what I just showed you. Oops, wrong way up, sorry. Wrong picture. Alrighty. So Jim Gagner's in a good mood, shaking hands with Ed Krakowitz, no idea why. Joey LaFlower. And there's the next picture there that I just showed you. And the last picture right here. As I said, the picture was a little blurry. What happened is I took the picture quickly and it didn't focus. So that's pretty much it for Volume 2 of Town of Warren. You already paid for it but don't know it. And then there'll be another video coming out soon, which will be Part 3. So thank you for watching.